Hello everybody, this is thejonnymar, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy VI Advance. So we are in Miranda. This is the town that the storyline sent us to, or clued us to go to. And we have a little tip here from this thief who would bet his one good eye that the cactuars to the south in the desert are hiding some sort of great treasure, and that is one of the new espers in this game that we will get to in due time. And this guy mentions that there was a character that came through recently, a man with turmoil in his heart who talks a little weird. Meow, apparently. This woman gives us a little bit of a kind of primer about the world and shows us where different locations are, in case you don't know, because obviously all of the land is changed. And basically what we're looking for right now is Cyan. He is the older man with the turmoil in his heart, the inability to let go of his past, and we also are going to find out in a little bit that he's been conversing with this woman who had the boyfriend in Mobliz, who was sending her letters. And we've been through Mobliz, and the place is not in very good shape. And in fact, all of the adults died, so that soldier is no longer alive, yet suspiciously, she's still been receiving letters. And also silk flowers, apparently. First time I did this, I didn't stop in Mobliz when I came up through the Serpent Trench. And so when the character said, "But wasn't Mobliz destroyed?" I was very confused about how we knew that. And I don't understand how our characters know what Cyan's handwriting looks like. But whatever, video game. So if we attach the letter to the carrier pigeon, that'll give us a little bit of a clue about where Cyan might be located. Not too far away. And we're gonna go get him in a little bit. It's a little mode 7 here. Let's watch our pigeon fly around. Head up the coast here. Past the Opera House. There's Jador. And, of course, that looks like it's probably ZoZo. Woo. A den of thieves. What an appropriate place for Cyan, huh? Well, that is our destination. We are going to go pick up Cyan. And off camera, I did do some more leveling with the Cursed Shield. I put another 50 battles in. So now Celeste actually has Ultima, which means all of my battles going forward are going to be much easier. And I also maxed out Phoenix on Sabin, so he has Arise and also Re-Raise, or Life 2 and Life 3. So that's important for one particular battle in the near future. So let's fly up to ZoZo and see if we can hook up with Cyan. Not sure why he would choose ZoZo as his location. I mean, I understand not going back to Doma, since he's kind of dealing with that still. Ah, so the pigeon goes up past the door that's rusted shut. Now, I do have Mog in my party, so no random encounters. Otherwise, for those of you that are playing this part, if you don't have the Moogle Charm equipped, then obviously you'll get in fights. This is the guy who tells the truth. He's the only one in town. And he will sell you Rust Rid to get rid of that rust in the door for 1,000 Jill. You need to buy it in order to activate this little side quest. And then he mentions that the enemies in the area we're about to go to are very resistant to physical attacks, so they all have really high evasion. So kind of keep that in mind. You're going to want to use attacks that have 100% ability to connect, and physical attacks really aren't going to do you much good. And interestingly enough, the characters in this area, the enemies, also use physical attacks almost exclusively. Ooh, the red cap. So we're gonna find a lot of great items in here, and so I'm gonna outfit my characters with them. Red Cap is good because it's kind of like the Green Beret. It gives you a boost to HP. And so the character that kind of needs it the most at this point is probably Mog. Yeah. And then we also got some elemental shields. So those are nice. Now, elemental shields are nice because they block certain elements, and also a lot of them have a secondary ability in that they teach you a spell. Like the Flame Shield here teaches you Fire 2 at ×5, and the Blizzard Shield teaches you Blizzara 2, or Ice 2. So because a lot of the enemies, well, not a lot, all of the enemies in this area pretty much have nothing but physical attacks, all you need to do is cast Phantom on your party. Ooh, the Thunder Shield. Yeah, let's put one of those on Sabin. He's been lagging behind quite a bit. You don't want to equip the Ice Shield right now because the boss of this area actually uses wind attacks, and the Ice Shield is weak to wind. Ah, the Aegis Shield, one of the best shields in the game. So if you put this on, whoever you have the Minerva on, they're basically almost unstoppable. So if you cast Phantom on your party and then not use magic on yourself, all of your characters will get the clear or invisible status. Another gold hairpin, sweet. And basically none of the enemies will be able to touch you. So that's kind of a little bit of a glitchy thing. So our last dance for Mog is for fighting on mountains. So let's get rid of the Moogle Charm so we can actually get into a fight. I'm going to show you the Dragoon kind of outfitting. So if you equip Dragoon boots, you can use jump. And when you jump, if you use a character that has a lance, it does twice as much damage. And then if you equip the Dragon Horn, which we got in the Phoenix Cave, that actually allows the character who jumped to jump repeatedly. So they'll keep landing on the enemy over and over again and doing more damage. And so because Mog is getting hits in here, once we finish this battle, he'll get his 7th dance, and that'll be pretty much it, except for that last dance that we'll need to get, which is the Water Rondo. This is one of the rare random encounters you're going to see for the rest of the game. Well, at least till we get to the last couple dungeons. So now that we've got that, let's throw the Moogle Charm back on. And, of course, heal everybody. Because we do have a boss fight coming up right through this door. It's going to be our 3rd dragon that we're going to be taking on. And this one is a wind dragon. Let's do a quick save here. And what you need to do is come up here and step on this switch to open up this treasure chest. For some reason the dragon was hanging out in there. And then he's going to fly around the room, and there are different points that you can go to in order to connect with him to start the fight. But if you wait up here, eventually he starts hooking in a little bit farther and farther towards you, and so he'll hit you. Although it looks like he's heading low here, so maybe that'll... Ah, there we go. So say hello to the Storm Dragon. So as always, you know, using Golem and Zone Seek are good defensive purposes. But honestly, at this point, I am so powerful with Bum Rush and Ultima that I don't really imagine this fight is going to go very long. And he's also weak to Thunder spells, so if you have Thunder 2 or Thundera, or even if you happen to already have the 3rd level Thunder spells, that's even better. But look at that, Ultima, 10,000 damage, awesome. We've already done roughly 20-some thousand damage to him. So I doubt he's going to last much longer. In fact, I'm going to guess one more Ultima and he's probably gone. Not quite as cheap as Vanished Doom, but still, these guys really don't stand a chance. Yep, there we go. And, you know, this didn't really showcase. This dragon can be pretty tough. He's got the arrow spell, and he's got a storm spell that does a lot of damage to you. And he does drop the force armor, which is, again, one of the best armors in the game. Really raises your magic defense and evasion. Although if you optimize, it almost never equips it because its defense is a little bit lower than some of the other armors you have. And like I said earlier, you know, when you optimize, it uses figures like defensive power to kind of pick which armors it chooses and weapons and things like that. So keep an eye on that, because you might be unequipping really good stuff in order to kind of save time by using that optimize feature. And that's pretty much it for the mountains, so let's see if we can find Cyan. Well, this is promising. He's been perpetuating a terrible lie. Well, I guess your heart was in the right place, Cyan. So maybe by communicating with her, he's been trying to kind of convince himself to move on. We have a locked chest there. Apparently, he's not going to send that confessional letter for a while. Look at that background. Awesome. And the return of Cyan's theme. Haven't heard that in a while. Cyan! Luckily he didn't fall backwards off that cliff in surprise. It's good to see you, buddy. And good to see that you're raring to go. Yeah, we were reading your letters. Is that a problem? So he, for some reason, has a super freak out here. Not sure why. Apparently he's really embarrassed. And he's got some sort of super side pack that he can fit all this stuff into. Oh, Cyan, don't worry about it. They're, diversion. Okay, well, they're really nice flowers. Maybe you have a future as... jumps up on the table for some reason. Maybe you have a future as a florist, Cyan, for once we've smashed Kefka. Cyan's Flower Shop. What do you think, viewers? Flowers with that Bushido touch. Yeah, that's pretty sad. But that's kind of what everyone's dealing with, Cyan. The massive changes that have happened since Kefka ruined the world. Now, this isn't the end of Cyan's storyline. We actually have one more part to do, and we will get to that next. Now, the game sends you towards Gao, but we're going to be skipping Gao for quite a while because, you know, I've mentioned in earlier episodes, I don't really use Gao very much. So, I don't really feel the need to pick him up. But to open that chest up, you have to come out here and see the shiny. You get the treasure chest key. And if you open up the chest, a little bit of a callback to Cyan's uncomfortableness with machinery. Machines for the mechanically disinclined, and Bushido in the bedroom, of course. So I'm going to head back to Miranda, and we're going to finish off this little bit of a side quest. So let's see what happens when we talk to Lola, I think her name was, and kind of let her know what's been going on. People resolve their grief so quickly in this game. Well, he's right in front of you, actually. For some reason, Cyan says, no, let's not tell her. Optimism. So we switch out the letters with the one that we read that was on Cyan's table, kind of detailing his little bit of a lie that he told and confessing everything. And that's it for this part of Cyan. We now am back in our party. And like I said, we have one more area to get to kind of finish off Cyan's backstory. So I'll do that in my next episode. So as always, viewers, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.